Cardio or lifting weights? Which is best for fat loss? We are talking about fat loss, not weight loss. There is a difference. If someone told you no, there is no difference, then they don't understand the difference between losing water weight, losing lean mass, and losing just fat. Don't listen to them. If you want the most accurate answer, it will be to do both cardio and lift weights and be in a slight calorie deficit. But for this question, that's a diplomatic answer. That's not what this is about. I have to choose one and just one answer. The best for fat loss. Imagine there is a gun to my head. I need to choose just one and use that option to go from this to this. Which will I choose? Lifting weights or cardio? This is a trickier question than you think because cardio burns more calories than lifting weights. Way more calories, and you can do loads of it. All the runners, cyclists, swimmers, triathlon and other cardio experts, I envy them. They burn so many calories. In fact, a friend of mine was training for a triathlon and he used to eat 4,600 calories every day. But he was still getting leaner and leaner every week. That's the power of cardio. It burns so many calories. The more calories you burn, the easier it is to create calorie deficit. And not just burning calories. If you are doing a lot of cardio means you are also not eating at that time. So less calorie consumption and more calorie burn and more calorie deficit. But with a gun to my head, I am still choosing lifting weights for fat loss rather than cardio. It is important to understand why. I am going to show you something which not many people are talking about. The chart of how our body burns calories. Again, this is not 100% accurate, but decent enough. Once you understand this, your outlook for fat loss will change. This shows the calorie expenditure of the human body, both men and women. Say you burn 2000 calories. According to the chart, 70% of it or 1400 calories are burned from BMR. 15% or 300 calories is from NEAT. 10% or 200 calories is from TEF. And 5% or just 100 calories is from EAT. If you don't know what BMR, NEAT, TEF or EAT is, don't worry, I'll explain. BMR is your basal metabolic rate. That is, the calories your body burns even if you are lying down on bed whole day. If you notice, basal metabolic rate burns the maximum calories, 70%. Why is that? Because there is so much happening in the body without you doing anything. Like when you breathe, oxygen from the air is consumed and carbon dioxide is removed. All your organs are functioning all the time. Your brain, heart, liver. And this needs calories. Your heart alone pumps approximately 7,000 liters of blood per day. On top of this, your body produces hormones and all this burns most calories, 70%. Next is NEAT, non-exercise activity thermogenesis. 15% calories comes from this. That is your normal daily activities like sitting, standing, doing household work, driving a car. Any activity which is not sleeping or eating or exercising is NEAT. This burns 15% of your calories. Then, thermic effect of food. I have spoken about this before. The food you eat, body uses energy to digest that food. That's TEF. That's 10% of your calories. And the final 5% is EAT, which is exercise activity thermogenesis. The actual amount of calories you burn by exercising is approximately 5% of your overall calorie expenditure. It is that low. This is why you can't outwork a bad diet. But we focus the most on this only. You can argue, what if I work out 24 hours every day? First, it's not every day you can work out 24 hours. You need to recover and still the calorie consumption from exercise happens on top of BMR. So practically on an everyday basis, this will be relatively true. Now we know this. I still have a gun to my head. I need to lose fat and I chose lifting weights. Why? First, when you want to lose fat, you need to be in a calorie deficit and prevent muscle loss and make the weight loss come completely or as much as possible from fat. So I need to tell my body, take all the deficit calories from fat and fat only and don't touch muscle. The way I can do it is to signal the body that I am lifting a lot of weight, I need strength, but we are a little short on food. So use fat for some time. So I will create a small calorie deficit, increasing BMR, NEAT and TEF. Obviously lifting weights also burns some calories. Maybe not as much as cardio, but it still does. And here's how I will do it. First, lifting weight means I can keep muscle and my BMR is high. Then I can move a lot throughout the day even without doing cardio. This way, I can still get 5000 plus steps and do all the household chores and create a lot of neat. I can also eat more protein and vegetables and have a high TEF. So I can burn a lot of calories, create a deficit and still build or preserve muscle. And obviously, I can also cut down on how much food I am eating and create a calorie deficit. When I can no longer cut food, I can do refeed days or take diet breaks or reverse diet back slowly without adding fat and get my metabolism to the top and once again repeat the procedure till I burn more fat, get abs and get the gun off my head. This is why I chose lifting weights. If I choose cardio only, though I can burn a lot of calories, it will also cause muscle loss and it is not a stronger signal to the body to preserve muscle and strength. And without preserving or building muscle, it will be very difficult to go from this to this. Obviously, if I don't have to choose, I will do the same and add cardio on top of what I mentioned and get results even quicker. This is what I really did. And it applies to women too. And no, you won't get bulky lifting weights. So choose wisely. Thanks.